Hello! Welcome to Elisa House. Today, I'd like to talk about national heroes in South Korea. We have a lot of heroes to fight against coronavirus. First of all, in times of trouble, we can find heroes, right? When you watch movie, a hero came out in times of trouble, they saved the planet. I think the planet needs hero desperately. At the beginning of the corona outbreak, South Korea showed very bad members, a lot of confirmed patients. Why? Because South Korea tested a lot of patients, a lot of people, as many as possible, and that led to a lot of numbers of confirmed patients. But eventually, that make it possible to save a lot of lives. It led to low fertility rate. So I think our government is number one hero because in times of difficulty, despite the strong criticism, it is not easy for the government to do the right thing. So our government is number one hero. And number two hero, there are so many heroes in everyday life. This week I watched New Kids on the Block and their program, the famous entertainer Yoo Jae-suk interviewed many people, and he interviewed normal people, and he interviewed volunteer nurses and doctors and disinfectors. He interviewed with many people, and I realized that so many people, they are doing their best to fight against coronavirus. They were so dedicated and they are willing to give everything to deal with this kind of situation, to make it better. Oh, they are real heroes. I was so touched and I was very happy to find real heroes in real life. If you have a chance, I recommend to watch You Kids on the Block, and their interview is so touching. I bet maybe many of you will cry. I did. And I think if you do the right thing right now in your situation, if you contribute to others in some way, and even though it is very difficult to keep our values and stick to our philosophy and values in times of trouble, but if you do the right thing, I think you are the heroes, right? Yeah. Lastly, I want to share the famous interview, Kang Kyung-hwa. She is our foreign minister. I want to share some part. She said, basic principle is openness, transparency, and fully keeping the public informed. First of all, testing is central because that leads to early detection and it minimizes further spread and it quickly treats those found with the virus. And I think that's the key behind our very low fertility rate as well. I think this is being faithful to the values of our very, very vibrant democracy. We know what the democracy is. We know the value of democracy. But in times of trouble and crisis, it is very difficult to keep that value, stick to that value. But we show we can do it. Just bloom where you planted. Bloom where you planted. And do the right thing, even though right now it shows bad result. That's for today. Bye.